video. I'm here with Maya, who's a 7-month-old Doberman female, and she's here for a 2-week board and train, having already gained a level of control in the relationship with her owners. Now, this is the first time I've had her out. This is day 1, like hour 2. Okay, kind of getting right into this here. But again, beautiful dog. She just needs a little help when it comes to relationship. Okay, so again, I have her out here. On this video, I'm going to be doing just a basic method. You'll see me just doing kind of a one-step method. Where again, interaction based. Okay, so I'm interacting with her, with Maya, in a very intentional way, which is going to allow me to fade in the right way. So here, I just have the flat collar on her. But again, influence is part of the equation, so I am asserting a level of influence over her. But again, it's all about focusing on her coming into agreement, okay, with these interactions. So in terms of how I'm doing this, okay, it's done in a very slow, intentional way. It's not about overwhelming her, okay. There's a level of stress that is on her based on already holding a level of control. So I'm going to be moving in a kind of a circle pattern, but again, she's going to make sense as to what I'm doing because I'm doing the same thing each time. Okay, understand the language of the method. So it's all about, packaging, how this frames up through what these interactions represent, the language of the interactions. Again, just like being a parent, establishing parental influence, okay, by way of interacting with a child, okay, in very specific ways to establish, advocate, right relationship, okay, to fade in, just like being a parent. So here, again, you see her starting to look at me here a little bit. It's all about focus the right way. Okay, not looking at me because she's going to get a treat, get something she wants, or gain a level of control. Okay, we already know she's already gained control in the relationship, so we want to make sure we're advocating the right way. So here I'm going to start moving with her. But again, just like as I do the method, I'm going through the sequence of the bum first. Okay, this isn't like I said, understand this isn't position focused that way. This is about interaction focus, okay, about agreeableness to these interactions. So the ultimate, focal point isn't on the sit itself, okay, it's on how she gets there, okay, through asserting a level of influence onto her. So again, I start to move with her, and I move with her. Notice here, I start to move a little bit. So bring her into the sit. Do a little push-pull with her. And, nudge a little bit if needed, okay. If she starts to invest, okay, I'm going to just nudge a little bit here, just to interrupt, okay. Again, it's about finding comfort the right way. Okay, you do this just like being a parent, finding comfort in the right parenting style. So just nudge a little bit, and take another step forward. Again, bringing her right in close to me, to line it up, a little push-pull. So just like the shadow of the building coming over her, okay, very specific. Okay, I don't want her touching or anything like that. You want to keep a little bit of a space here. Those dogs tend to want to lean on, or they start to become very, in terms of, fading out, kind of possessive, right? So here, this is all about advocating, leadership, and with her being a follower, okay, starting to accept it that way. So this is about who's in control. So this is a type of power play, but this isn't about creating conflict that way, okay? You're going to have a little bit of disagreeableness, but see, I'm just taking my time. So again, considering this is the first time that she's out here with me this way. So the same thing, move forward here, take one step. Right away, notice I'm not saying the word come, all right? I'm just bringing her in, push, pull. That comes later. Understand it's about, I go through a sequence. So once her perceptions change, then I'll start to verbalize, okay? Right now, okay, it's about the intent as to what I'm doing. So when I'm moving certain ways with her, based on how I'm asserting influence, she understands the intent of what I want her to do. Okay, understand? So packaging. So understanding that the dog owners have already signed off on a relationship contract with her, I'm rewriting the contract. Okay, basically is what I'm doing here through this methodology. Saying to move forward, asserting influence. So right here you see, I'm asserting enough to buckle her mind. This is just like the tug of war team at collapse. See, moving her. I want her feet to move. Feet are moving a little bit here. I want to buckle her mind. Buckle. I want her right up here. Little push pull. Doing that. so you see that her mind's pulling in. Okay, what this is disagreeableness, because again, I'm asserting influence over, even though she knows what I want her to do. I'm not mad, I'm not angry, I'm just saying you're coming with me. And of course, she's having a response to that based on the fact that her wanting to be in control. But I'm doing it in a way that I want her to come into agreement, so I'll take my time. The idea here is just like the tug of war team that buckles, okay? You'll see that start to happen here as they move forward here with her. Same thing, just move her forward here. Push, pull. And nudge a little bit, like I said, if needed. If I look at Maya and see that she's, agreeable and, even though it's not going to be perfect, of course, like day one, this is a process. So understand that, every day goes by, she's going to release more and more control. So in terms of expectations, don't expect, her to suddenly just come right into the follower role on day one. That's just not going to happen, okay? So you have to be reasonable with what you're doing. This is why when I do this, I'm doing it for a few minutes, and then I'm stopping. Same thing, move forward a step, assert influence right away onto her. So you notice here as I'm asserting influence, okay, it's not about getting personal, where I'm like just trying to really drag her and, really come on to her. That's not what I'm doing, okay? Even when I'm using through the collar here, when I'm asserting, I'm going down lower so that the influence is coming to the back of the collar, okay, not the front part, okay? Sometimes that can happen where it's coming to the front, but when I come down low, you can see, as I come down low here, you see the influence is coming to the back of the collar, okay? I'll put her back into the sit, do a push-pull. I'm going to do it down with her. Very agreeable, that's fantastic. So when I put her into it down, just reassert a little bit here. I'm not going to let her invest in her. I'm going to tap a little bit. I just want her to relax. The idea here is just for her to relax. I won't nudge a little bit. Just want her to calm down, relax. So, adding some downs on, typically I'll add like one down for every like 3 or 4 sits. For some dogs, depending what's going on, there's a lot of jumping responses. I'm going to assert a lot more down to the dog. I'm bringing her from a down to a sit. And again, you want to assert enough influence so she knows I want her to come up. It's coming to the collar. And if I want to just use a kinetic technique, see if I move just forward a little bit, she pops up. Okay? We'll bring her forward again. Little push-pull. So what happens is once she goes into a down, when she's agreeable to it, and then as soon as I start, at the moment I'm bringing her back up into a sit, she'll go into a challenge state again. Okay? It's like a protester with a picket sign. Okay? She's going to say, I'm not coming up, turns into a power play again. So you'll see her try to use her body weight. Dogs try to use their body weight to make it stop. Okay? They're not tired. Okay? They're getting disagreeable. Same, move forward with her. Notice she's coming a little better here now. Push-pull. Because here's the thing, I'm doing the same thing each time, okay, when I do this. Okay, check the collar here, like I said, don't want to be too tight. As long as you get a finger through easily, okay. But you don't want it so loose that the dog can easily slip out of it, because if they come out of that collar, they're going to keep trying to get out of it. This is why I will use a choke chain for some dogs to help leverage and gain a little bit more control. Same thing, move forward there again. See that? A lot better here. She's coming forward a lot easier. Push, pull. Move forward there again. Same thing. So do the same thing each time. Push, pull. So that the focus here, understand, the focus here isn't on petting and rewarding. A lot of people want to pet all the dog for an assumed state of mind. Don't do that. Okay? You're in process. Okay? You're in the middle of an intervention. Okay? This is about fading in. So simply a parent, you don't want to get caught in that type of interpretation, okay, because what that does for a dog is you're sending a different message, okay, and then the dog thinks you're going to gain control back to that. So the focus here is on de-stressing the dog, okay. This takes stress off of her, because when she doesn't have to be a leader, okay, serve control that way, she feels better, okay, because I'm taking that stress off of her. I'm saying, hey, I'm in control, you can relax, push, pull. You'll see her as the process continues. What you see with her is she starts to become more and more agreeable, more relaxed. Forward here. See here real good. Put her back into the sit. See, just buckling. That's all it is. It's just like put enough influence so that she agrees to it, her mind accepts it. You see a type of buckling, okay? And she's here. So anyway, already doing absolutely fantastic. Of course, you will always get a level of resistance. You know, this is where you have to make certain adjustments sometimes because the idea is knowing kind of where you're at. So when you're doing this, it's the same thing. Understand these interactions, it's the same all the time. Okay? Based again on understanding, you know, what these interactions represent. So she's doing really good, beautiful dog. This is day one, like hour two, okay? So she's already starting to calm down in the crate, starting to get more and more relaxed. Because again, understand the messaging is the same. Okay, this is all about advocating the right way to a problem.